Alright y'all, so today's makeup tutorial is basically going to be makeup for dummies.
Now, I am not saying nobody is a dummy, okay? But one of the subscribers, she did ask me, can I make a video and call it Makeup for Dummies?
So it's the basics. Now, the things that are going to be optional in this video clearly are wing eyes, highlighting and contouring, and also lashes. So those are things that if you guys want a little bit more in depth, those are separate videos that I can do separately where I just focus on that. So I hope you guys like this video, so stay tuned. Alright, first we're going to get started with prepping and priming our face for a full face of makeup. And like I said, today's look is going to be very simple. I'm buffing this prep and prime into my skin to get ready for my foundation. And I am using a small e.l.f. stipple brush. Brushing up those eyebrows, ready to make them beautiful. Now, just basically follow the line of the outline of your natural brow. If you get your brows threaded or arched or whatever the case may be, just follow that and fill in to make your eyebrows precise. And then you can brush through that product as well. Next up, I'm going to use the concealer by MAC Pro Longwear, and this concealer lasts all day, y'all. It ain't going nowhere, okay? And I'm using it to clean up my arch, but also I'm using it as a base for my eyeshadows. So now you're going to take that sponge and just blend the product all the way through. And now I'm going to use a very neutral eyeshadow, and I am going in the crease of my eye and to create a transition color from my brow bone down to my lid. I'm using this golden color by MAC called Amber Lights, and it was one of the first that I ever used and is still a staple in my makeup kit. Next up, I'm going to show you guys a little trick that you can use with tape, and this can basically serve as cleanup for under your eye when you're applying your eyeshadow, but it also serves as a baseline to create your wing eye. Perfect. Take your time when doing this, no need to rush because this is definitely a practiced skill. However, this is the way Beat Face Honey taught me how to do it, and it works for me, and it can work for you too. See that? Now peel away that tape and you have the perfect winged eye, and it's all clean, no mess. Next up, I'm going to be using my favorite foundation by MAC, and it is Studio Fix Fluid Form. And this foundation, when I tell y'all it photographs flawlessly, it really does. I have had professional photographers tell me they thought I got my makeup professionally done, and it was done by me. Okay. Buff it into the skin with that Real Techniques brush. And now this is optional, okay, for those who want to learn how to highlight and contour. I'm using that same concealer that I used to clean up my brow bone, what was left, because I told y'all we ain't wasting no product. And I'm going down the bridge of my nose, the top of my forehead, and my cupid's bow, and my chin. And now I'm starting to highlight with LA Girls Pro Wear concealer, just because I like the texture of it better. I just really like the consistency of this concealer and the way that you can maneuver it, and it is easy to blend into the skin. So now I'm hitting those highlights or those dark points to create shadows around my temples, the bridge of my nose, and also the hollowing of my cheek. And now I'm highlighting under the hollow of my cheek, and I'm using two separate e.l.f. stipple brushes. One is to highlight and one is to contour, and it's just that I don't like to mix the products, so this is the route I go. I'm sorry if you guys hear any background noise. My pet and my daughter just won't stay away. Children. Gotta love them though. So as you can see, I am blending, even blending the colors together to create a seamless line. And this is key. So if you ain't ready for this, skip over this part. Like I said, the winged eye, the highlight and contouring is optional. Next, to set my highlight, I am going to use a banana powder and a powder puff by MAC. And I am tapping away those areas where I've highlighted my areas. And now I am about to contour with the NYX highlight and contour palette. And I'm using a small tapered brush by e.l.f. and I'm using that medium brown color, and it has a gray undertone, so it really gives you like this really natural contour effect. And yeah, Jasmine kind of put me on game to that. So now I'm just going back over the areas that I contoured just to create that little definition. And now it is time to bake. So now I'm going to wipe away all of the excess powder after I have did about 5 minutes of baking. And baking just sets your highlight and contour so that when you go to apply your mineralized powder, it's just effortless. Everything will just come together for you as you are about to see. I pat because I want the product to go where I want it at first, and then I go back and I blend in circular motions. Next, I'm using a palette by e.l.f., a blush palette, and just to make sure you have perfect application to your blush, all you gotta do is smile. Cheese! Now, as I said before, I like the e.l.f. finishing perfect finish HD powder. It's just a nice way to kind of like just set everything that you've just done without leaving like this white film on your face. It just blends flawlessly and it's translucent. Now, this has become one of my fall favorite colors, and it's called Whipped Caviar by NYX, and it's a matte color, and it has a nice brownish pinkish look to it, and I'm like really feeling it, along with the Absolute Gel lip liners. Oh my gosh, y'all, they are life. If you ain't ever tried them, go get them. Now I am just setting my lashes lower, and I'm applying just a highlighter on my waterline just to brighten up my eyes some. And that same highlighter that I would apply to my cheeks, I'm actually going to apply to the tear ducts of my eyes. And that also brightens the effect. And now I'm about to set the whole look with Fix Plus. So, fluff that hair. Get that hair right, girl. Get it right. Get it together. And bam! There you go. There is the completed look. And honestly, this look, if I wasn't doing this tutorial, this look actually takes me about maybe 10-15 minutes to do. And it's just because I've been doing it for so long. You feel me? Your girl is feeling herself. She feeling herself. I'm feeling it. Workout selfie. Yeah. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial with me today, and as always, is there something else that y'all want to see? Just ask your girl. I got you, okay? So for those of you who would like to keep up with me on a day-to-day basis and keep up with my makeup looks, my hair looks, and my fashion and my style, you guys can follow me on Instagram at IamEclecticNista or my business page, EclecticNista. So I'll see y'all in the next tutorial.